So Andy, let's do a book review. Cracking idea. Been done before. I know. Last one I saw was Julian Baird. Cracking review, and it actually convinced me to buy the book. Excellent book. Check his video out. Cracking book. So I'll do a book review. Where to do it? Yeah, I'll do it in my kitchen. Nice and dry, nice and warm. Can have my coffee, can have my snacks. No, I'll do it in the back garden. Sunny day. Glorious sunrise, nice and warm. In my t-shirt. Bang on. No, I'll do it in the forest. In the sodding, peeing down rain. In the cold. In the mist. There you go. Some of you may be looking at me as if to say, Andy, what are you doing with the book in the rain? It's going to get wet. Now for me, books aren't ornaments. They're there to be used. They're there to be thumbed. But some people don't like people doing this, turning over the corners. I have no problem. I have no problem taking notes, scribbling on the book at all. It's getting wet. It's going to get, I can see it already, starting to fold over. As it's got damp. It's a book. It's meant to be read. It isn't an ornament to put on your shelf. Anyway, enough said. Do a book review one day. Absolutely. Get a book review done. Nice warm kitchen. Snacks. Nice coffee. T-shirt. Back garden. Sunny day. Clouds. T-shirt, shorts, flip-flops. Excellent. No. I'll do it in the peeing down rain. In a forest. In the cold. In the wet. It's starting to smell a bit, it's folded, and I do things that other people don't like. I fold the corners over, don't hate me. Michael Kenna. Images of the Seventh Day. This was not my preferred. This was not my preferred book, or my number one book I wanted to buy. The one I wanted to buy was about £60, which I couldn't afford. This one, as I recall, it's labelled as 35, but I think I got it off Amazon for 20. Michael Kenna is from Widnes in Lancashire, in England, for my overseas viewers. One word to characterise Michael Kenna is zen. His photography style is minimal, or it's grown to be minimal. Again, I've got a few highlighted. Yo, this is comfy. I've got a few highlighted. Again, the book's going to get wet, so I'm going to skip to my favourite ones. Here we go. Again, you can see the minimal developing, and look at that. Look at that for high contrast. Now he's a black and white film photographer, but the contrast between his pose and the black background, I suspect a lot of that's been done in post, but that will have been inside his head, don't shout. Again, minimal mist. Apt for today. I'll get on to some of the ones I like. This one there is in Michigan, and it's a fountain. You can see the fountain at the top just still spurting water. If you take out that tree there, the scale vanishes. That could be got a couple of feet high, but put the tree in, and it's not a big tree. That is huge. That's from 1994. This is the one I photographed. It's in Great Smeaton in North Yorkshire. I was up about 3 o'clock in the morning to photograph this. The one I've got is absolutely nowhere near as good as this. It was a long exposure with star trails, but as a consequence I got some movement in the trees. Again, 1991. Oh. Do check out his vlogs on YouTube. I'll put a link below. Again, these are the Ratcliffe power stations, again from 2003, 2003. Again, very high contrast, especially this one. You wouldn't recognise what it was unless you were told. Again, nearly all black and white. Again, he does like a lot of snow photographs. This is one of my favourite photographs by Michael Kenna. Absolutely resonated with me. The first thing I thought, this to me is soldiers. I hope you can see it. This to me is soldiers. It's a line of soldiers marching to war. You've got the parade, you've got the bulk of the soldiers behind, then you've got the officers up front. Fallen soldier, they're going into war, they're going into battle. As they approach the top, they thin out And that's what I see in this photograph. Again, that's what I like to do. I like to give them stories. Oh God, this is going to stink when I get home. Another one I've blatantly copied. The one I did wasn't in Japan, unfortunately. It was near Malham. Row of rough fence posts going through the snow. And one thing he does, and you'll see if you watch the videos, he'll approach a scene. Nothing behind you. He'll approach a scene, and it's what we do as photographers in general. We will approach a scene, and what you need to do, what you should do, what you might want to do is look at a scene and focusing, hunt your photograph. Don't take a massive picture because it'll lose impact. And in one of his photographs, he does that, similar to that one I've just shown you. He's traipsing through the snow, getting absolutely drenched, freezing, and he's hunting the photograph. Again, lone trees, again from 2003, very characterful. That is an excellent high contrast photograph. I think I might have one more. Again, it's not the best book review, I get that, because it's cold and I'm wet, and the feet are cold and I'm hungry. This is a tree in Hokkaido in Japan from 2002. Very similar to the one in the Lake District next to insert name. He describes this as a friend. Over the years it's started to age and it started to fall apart, and every time he goes back, in 2009, 2005, tiny little branches. Every time he goes back, tiny little branches have fallen off. Again, same perspective, completely different feeling. Snow on top, snow in the ground, much more high contrast, slightly lower contrast, but lots of contrast between the snow on the upper side of the trees, of the branches, and on the lower branches. Again, then he goes into some of his other works, which I'm not overly keen on compared to others. Again, long exposure. Some of these are from 1980. Have a look. Yep, 1983, 1989. Long exposures, 1982, Michigan. If you haven't got it, I would highly recommend this book, even for inspiration, and I would highly recommend watching his YouTube videos. I'll post a couple below. He's done quite a few. You will appreciate how he works in his photographs. There's no rush, there's no panic. He's very, very contemplative in his approach to photographs. Michael Kenna, Images of the Seventh Day. Retail price was £34.95 British pounds. Looking weathered means it's been read, means it's been used. That's what books are for, as I said earlier on. Anyway, crack on. Hope you enjoyed it. A few comments. Did it work? Didn't it work? I was never going to do this inside, if I'm honest. I was always going to do it outside because I'm an idiot. Anyway, cheers guys.